here is VOD. I'm Haley Wilgus. We have another great episode for you today.
And I'm Daniel Feingold. Let's not get anyone's hopes up, Haley. Great is a strong word, and that pressure makes me feel a little nervous.
Well, we'll try to keep you calm. But I think we do have a great collection of movies this week, including films with talented casts, like the romantic comedy How to Be Single. The same goes for the Chris Pine drama The Finest Hours.
And keep in mind, the movies we tell you about can all be found on your cable provider's on-demand channel, which is typically Channel 1.
We'll begin with one of our other movies that features a top-notch cast, Zoolander 2.
Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Kristen Wiig, Penelope Cruz, and Will Ferrell all star in this ridiculous sequel.
He was once the world's most famous male model. Even his looks were household names. Le Tigre, Magnum, and of course, Blue Steel. But that was a long time ago.
Old LeMay?
We were a joke out there.
I guess fashion's changed.
Meet the biggest supermodel in the whole world is all.
Are you like a male model or a female model?
All is old.
I think he's asking, do you have a hot dog or a bun?
Derek Zoolander, I'm with Interpol. I need your help.
She's hot. I trust her.
Someone's trying to kill the world's most beautiful people.
Oh, fudge! Peace out, world.
All of them died with your signature look. This is Blue Steel, right? We need you to infiltrate the world of high fashion.
We're back!
Yeah!
Are you sure Zoolander is the right man to help us?
Hey, handsome! What the hell is your problem?
God help us all. You were a miles in.
I'm sorry, I can't understand a word that you're saying.
Eric, toss me the knife. You got it!
There's only one criminal mastermind who could be behind all this.
Prison changed me! I am bad to the core now! Talk! Where's my damn latte? Ah!
But how am I supposed to stop Mugatu?
I'm the Mama Pajamba! I'm the Mama Pajamba!
You're Derek Zoolander. You stopped a Chinese throwing star with a look. Flash me that beautiful Magnum.
Wait,
Magnum, now! Oh! You have this! Oh! Tequila! Oh!
Maybe we could try a washcloth.
Looking good, looking strong.
Oh, I don't know about strong. I love Will Ferrell, but in this role.
Yeah, not in this role. Kristen
Yeah.
Wiig, I have to remind myself every time I watch the trailer, really, it's like, oh yeah, that is her. Because then you just see
Kinda
the character.
creepy,
Yeah.
what they made
A little
her look
creepy.
like,
She's
yeah.
very good, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear what a couple of the big stars had to say about the movie.
It's always fun to play a villain. It's always fun to play such a comedic character that's so unhinged. And it was just nice, like, you know, you really can't go far enough with a character like Mugatu, and Ben encouraged me to go all the way.
When it first came out, there was no real demand because nobody really went to see the movie. And then over the years, people discovered it. So it's nice to have that desire out there, and you try to give the fans something because they've been with it for so long.
And those fans waited 15 years for this sequel, and the first Zoolander did receive pretty favorable reviews, but this one not so much.
Yeah, it looks like it offers the same kind of goofy, inane, dumb humor that worked so well in the first, but that may not actually be the case, at least not according to several critics like Entertainment Weekly, which calls this embarrassing, lazy, and aggressively unfunny.
The Atlantic says the sequel goes to extreme lengths to reference bits from the original, only to go too far with them being to the point of offensive, actually.
The Guardian, Film Stage, and RogerEbert.com were more generous in their reviews, as was The Telegraph, which says it's fun to see Zoolander once more.
And that's really what it comes down to. If you're a really big fan of the original, then you should probably check out Zoolander 2 on demand. But we're giving it just 2 out of 5 stars.
I have a feeling you're not a really big fan of the first Zoolander.
No, actually, when I saw it, it was right after a big regional swim meet, and we all went together, but I was so tired from the meet that I slept through the whole thing in the theater.
Wow. So you don't know.
I have
really.
no idea if I like it or
But
not.
judging by the trailer, it doesn't seem like you're.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back and restart that whole thing again. No.
Well, now to another comedy, this one involving romance.
How to Be Single stars Dakota Johnson, Rebel Wilson, Allison Brie, and Leslie Mann. And it's all about finding love in the Big Apple.
Great cast, especially Allison Brie, who should definitely give me a call if she's looking for a date.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the trailer.
I know breaking up sucks, but you know what's even worse? Wasting a night in New York City. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Let me teach you how to be single. Go get us some drinks. Okay. No, you don't buy the drinks. Boys buy the drinks. Not with this wallet. Okay. With the sausage wallet.
You see me in the spotlight. Hey, what's up, y'all? I don't know why I just said y'all. You all would have taken just as much time. Oh my God. Can I have 2 margaritas? Oh my God.
Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. Whoa, you need to get out.
You're in my apartment.
This is not my apartment. Sorry. You were great last night.
Was I?
I can't remember.
You're a pretty girl. This is New York City. There's like 1 billion people outside that door.
Where to?
Home.
Hey! I'm serious! Alice, you're single now. You do not go home. Just drive.
Robin!
I want a one-night stand.
What about the guy over there?
No, he's too young.
I'm Ken.
Is this one of those fetish things where you're like a foot fetish? Am I the foot?
Do you want to be the foot?
To no drama.
No drama. We have to be at work in like 30 minutes.
I can do this in 20. Step 1.
That stuff is for babies.
Babies with hangovers. Are we good? Payment accepted. Let's go.
Well, the trailer is definitely funny, and if you ask The Hollywood Reporter, so is the movie.
But the Chicago Sun-Times says it's more than that. They call it one of the most endearing romantic comedies in recent memory. And note the hilarious dialogue and the charming performances.
Considering it a smart, raunchy comedy geared toward the ladies, the New York Daily News thinks it's the perfect movie for a girls' night out. Technically, well, at this point, it'd be a girls' night in since you'd be watching it on demand.
Even better. Well, we do recommend checking it out. We're giving it 3 stars. There were plenty of critics who found the movie to be a mixed bag. Entertainment Weekly, for one, calls it cute, but kind of a mess.
But even with its flaws, How to Be Single manages to entertain. And yes,
true.
I've already stated my case for how much I love Allison Brie, but definitely Rebel Wilson's always hilarious. Leslie Mann, great. Dakota Johnson, good actress. Usually she's like more
in
dramas.
that comedy.
Right.
Yeah, but I guess
more...
she plays the least comedic of the women in this film.
Yeah, she's the, I guess, the straight man of the straight character.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
The goody-goody.
Well, still to come, Gerard Butler and Nikolai Coster-Waldau of Game of Thrones fame do battle on the big screen.
But first, the search for the body of Jesus, an in-depth look at the faith-based film Risen, right after the break.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7.
Every school year, 21,000 plus children are receiving the free and reduced meals through the school programs. When summer comes, those meals end and hunger begins.
Keeping Suncoast kids fed in the summer, what local groups are doing to combat hunger. I'm Haley Wilgus. That story plus our roundtable discussion.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. At ABC 7, it's all about being here for you. Introducing ABC 7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community. With a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast. Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC 7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC 7. Brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
Welcome back. Our featured film this week is of biblical proportions.
Yes, Risen involves the story of Jesus, but from a different perspective.
I served the Roman Empire. I fought wars against those who did not believe in our gods. nothing could prepare me for the truth that is now risen.
He was very special.
They're fanatics.
What was his name? He was called Yeshua.
The man's dead. His followers are in hiding.
He's been a threat.
Take control out there and finish things.
The tomb is sealed, guarded with your life.
If this body vanishes, we have a potential Messiah.
Where has he gone? You tell me.
You will track down the corpse of Yeshua.
What happened to the Nazarene?
He's right here. Open your heart and see.
Risen isn't perfect, but it has plenty of redeeming qualities. The Seattle Times and Hollywood Reporter are among those to like star Joseph Fiennes' performance, while the latter found the movie to be engrossing.
The action scenes are also a plus. Entertainment Weekly says they're almost on par with Game of Thrones, which, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you know that is high praise.
Move back.
Beneficiari. Please.
The Nazarene vanished.
There are no enemies here. You hold the world in your hands, Beneficiari. Know that. I believe it resides in these men.
The Austin Chronicle says Risen surprisingly turns out to be one of the better faith-based movies in a while.
You can find it on your on-demand channel now. We're giving it 3 out of 5 stars. And like you said, there have been a lot of these movies in recent years, the last decade or so.
Yeah, just in a short time period. Yeah. It seems like this one, though, is kind of rising, I mean, pun intended, if you want to say that, above some of the others, especially with the way that they mixed in the action scenes.
Right, you have the action drama, a little bit of thrills, a little detective work.
History.
Yes, so a little bit of everything.
Well, on the other side of the break, Chris Pine, Casey Affleck, and Eric Bana make up the cast of The Finest Hours, based on a true rescue mission.
Plus, a movie called Bleed. Sure, why not? That's coming up next as well.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7.
Every school year, 21,000 plus children are receiving the free and reduced meals through the school programs. When summer comes, those meals end and hunger begins.
Keeping Suncoast kids fed in the summer, what local groups are doing to combat hunger. I'm Haley Wilgus. That story plus our roundtable discussion.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. At ABC 7, it's all about being here for you. Introducing ABC 7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community. With a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
At ABC 7, our entire weathercast is dedicated to the Suncoast, and now we bring it to you like never before with the all-new official Suncoast forecast.
Beach and boating forecast. The winds will be out of the northwest at 10 knots.
Now, with the most advanced graphics and technology, we bring you weather where you live, pinpointing right down to your neighborhood.
Zooming into the Sarasota Bayfront.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast, only on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Blizzard conditions aren't what you would call the best conditions for attempting a rescue out at sea, but that's the position Chris Pine finds himself in this historical drama titled The Finest Hours.
Let's take a look at the trailer before we peek behind the scenes.
Miriam's scared of the water. I don't know how she's gonna date a guy in the Coast Guard.
You know, we all get scared out there.
I'm not afraid of the water, Bernie. It scares me at night, that's all. You can't see what's underneath.
Just more water.
Station Chatham, you copy? I repeat, conditions hazardous. We've got an 18-foot fracture in our hull. How do you want us to proceed? Over.
You know, they're saying this is gonna be the biggest storm that ever hit the East Coast. It's gonna be hurricane strength in an hour.
Compass point you home.
Why'd you wait so long before you said yes to going out on a date?
I just didn't know if you'd be attracted to me.
You're exactly how I pictured you.
Yeah?
Better.
If we make it out alive from the depths.
What's this on the radio? Ship breaking up. She's a T2 tanker, split right in half.
We got maybe 2-3 hours, and then we sink.
Chief, pick yourself a crew and you assist that ship. You hear?
That's why I signed up. Guess now's my chance.
The man in there don't know what he's doing. He's sending you out to die. On the Coast Guard, they say you gotta go out. They don't say you gotta come back in.
Gus, did Bernie go out on a rescue? I'm worried about him.
This isn't what any of the other girls do.
So?
No one's getting over the bar in this weather. It's a suicide mission.
Please tell me we're taking that boat to a bigger boat.
You don't know what it's like out there.
The compass is gone!
Please call him back in.
You can't be in here, miss.
I need all the help I can get.
You know, we're supposed to get married.
You're gonna come in here scared every time you get out in the water?
Please call them back.
I'm not giving up on him. Not on my watch.
He's got his orders. Get her out of here.
You're sending him out to die.
Brace yourselves.
Well, some feel this is Pine's best performance, and that's a compliment considering you have Casey Affleck, Eric Bana, and Ben Foster co-starring.
We spend hours out on that boat.
It's a tough shoot for the actors, and they really persevered with it. These guys came together, and it came from a true place.
We're not giving up on him. Not on my watch.
Chris Pine is fantastic. It is cold and it is wet, and it is good to have somebody who is a leader and keeps the spirits up among the rest of the cast. Chris definitely does that.
Chris, he's got just a ton of natural charisma. He's very likable. You root for him. I spent a lot of time with all of these guys.
But some critics didn't think the acting and the visual effects were enough. Newsday, for one, calls it a remarkable film that's confusingly told, while the Seattle Times found it to be inconsistent.
On the other hand, The Finest Hours gets a lot of credit for manufacturing an old-fashioned feel. Rolling Stone and the Christian Science Monitor gave their nod of approval there. Others liked the suspense and appreciated how the meaningful moments felt meaningful.
This is, after all, based on a true story, so getting us invested in these characters is key. We're giving The Finest Hours 3 out of 5 stars. And if you're in the mood for something exciting yet sentimental, then check this film out on demand.
I feel like when they made this, they intended for it to be maybe an Oscar contender, and maybe the early reviews weren't as favorable.
Yeah.
Got, I mean, enough for 3 stars, but you know, when you have a cast like that, you expect a certain level of quality. I feel like I watch it. I feel like it probably in parts is a little slow.
Okay.
That's
okay,
my
I can
that's
see
my
that.
take. So educated guess, we'll
Okay.
call it. We got to get our fill of horror in for the week.
Bleed is about a newlywed couple in a new house. That's how it starts all the time,
Always.
doesn't it? Well, one creepy thing leads to another, of course, and they find themselves on a ghost hunt gone wrong with a group of their friends.
Different world out here.
I think we're finally where we need to be. Cheers. This is where we're gonna do it.
You're giving birth here.
The angels visited again last night.
When we were kids, there were ghosts
Stop it, Eric.
in our house.
there.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, you can feel it. These spirits, they want to be heard.
Excuse me, what is that right there?
It's a birthmark.
Right here, this is the strongest signal I've ever gotten.
What the hell is that?
We were brought here for a reason. This is where we're supposed to be. The lost return, awakening the dead.
There are people out there. Who are they?
We don't want to find out.
And the end begins.
Somebody tell me what is happening. Is this real? Is this real?
Hello?
Drawing the devil from out of the cycle.
Hey, look at me. We're the lucky ones.
Okay, I don't think I'll be taking a bath anytime soon. Well, we've got this covered. Sums up the critical consensus when they admit that Bleed is straightforward, nothing special here, but they like that it's short and sweet enough to make the most of those cheap thrills.
Do you really need anything more else from a horror movie? Variety agrees that there are enough scares here, and while The Hollywood Reporter wasn't crazy about the movie, they do commend it for not wearing out its welcome. Speaking of The Hollywood Reporter, that review, they also point out the obvious, who thinks a ghost hunt in an old prison is a good idea.
Like Daniel always said,
yes,
in horror movies, every decision that you shouldn't make, that in real life you wouldn't make, they do in a horror movie.
In great horror movies, they will give you enough reason to suspend your disbelief, where like you make it's acceptable.
That they made a bad decision.
Right, yeah, or, you know, but this, yeah, I don't know. Well, it's not long,
the pregnancy
so
thing,
that scares you a little bit.
That kind of just counted me out.
Okay,
that just is kind of...
Well, if you can suspend your disbelief for the premise, which is something horror fans are used to doing, Bleed may be worth checking out. The reviews are mixed, so we'll settle on 3 stars, and I think that's fair. It's short, so I think that's what is a big plus. If it's like 2 hours, you're not going to sit through that.
You can't handle all that. Yeah.
Well, don't go anywhere. We have one more film to, well, warn you about more so than tell you about.
Okay, we'll explain why straight ahead.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Don Brennan. We all know exercise helps build your muscles, but new research showing it also helps build something else as well, brain power. Monday on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you how working out can help improve your memory as well. John?
The front has sunk south. What happens next? We'll take a look at the week's forecast bright and early.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Hurricane season is here, and Suncoast weather can go from this to this in seconds. So when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology so that we can bring you storm warnings faster and with more detail than ever before.
Plus, we focus on the Suncoast and track storms right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you. Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community. Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. Brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
Well, we often save a good movie for the final segment, but bashing gods of Egypt should be pretty entertaining, so maybe it's a win-win situation. And who are we to talk? This could be fun if you're looking for an action-packed movie about gods and Egypt. and Gerard Butler.
I was just looking for a movie about all those things. Well, the movie tells the story of a mortal who teams up with a god to take down a rather evil god.
Today we crown a new king.
We are blood and bone.
It's my turn now. You will bring them reckoning!
Only one God can save us.
I don't know if I'm strong enough. So become stronger.
You have the power to make this right.
What do you want? I want to live forever.
So check this out, guys. With all that CGI, the movie took $140 million to make. Its worldwide box office total, $142 million. Ouch. And most of that was overseas. It flopped spectacularly in North America. So let's hear what the critics have to say, shall we? This ought to be great.
Actually, the San Francisco Chronicle called it an epic, an epic disaster. Gods of Egypt was pretty much universally panned. The New York Daily News thought it felt like a bad video game, and the New York Times thought that if it were any worse, it would be a work of art.
So that covers New York. What about Chicago?
Well, the Chicago Tribune says it's just crap.
Well, okay then. Now, to be fair, some critics did enjoy it. The Atlantic even says there's a mad ambition at work. But as Haley said, this was universally panned, a complete flop. We're forced to give it just 1 star. Terrible. Let's just recap the movies. We gave How to Be Single, Bleed, The Finest Hours, and Risen 3 stars each. Nothing spectacular, but they're all worth watching, and they cover a wide range of genres.
And then Zoolander 2 fell short with just a 2-star rating. And Gods of Egypt, well, only 1 star. And you can sign up for our free newsletter on our website. Here is VOD.com. I'm Haley Wilkes. Enjoy the movies.
On your TV, on your computer, on your camera, on your smartphone, on your Apple Watch. And now you can get ABC7, your Suncoast News on Roku. Just go to mysuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab for a list of fast and free downloads that deliver ABC7, your Suncoast News on the go. Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Don Brennan. We all know exercise helps build your muscles, but new research showing it also helps build something else as well, brain power. Monday on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you how working out can help improve your memory as well. John?
The front has sunk south. What happens next? We'll take a look at the week's forecast bright and early.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. This hurricane season, turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you.